Hello and welcome to God Winging It with me, Roger Michael Klang. Okay, let's go on to the topic for today, or the topics for today. The United States boarded Russian flagged oil tankers. I think they have boarded three oil tankers by now. This is Saturday 10th of January 2026, and they have boarded three ships, three Russian oil tankers. I'm not sure they have hijacked them, but they boarded them. Uh, but we'll see. I don't think Russia would admit it, but who knows? Uh, they did it in the Caribbeans, and this will increase the level of conflict with Russia. Russians escorted two oil tankers, or one of them, with a ship and a submarine. But it didn't help them. I think that the United States Marine or Navy is called in English, American English. The United States Navy had pretty good check on what they were doing, and they could send signals, probably like a ping, as it called, and a radio or a sound echo on the submarine. So the submarine would have known that it was surveilled or checked if it was there and where it was and everything. So they could sink it if it tried something. Probably it happened like that, but Russia would never admit to that. Uh, this will increase the risk that these boardings, hijackings on international water, it could create an anarchy and increase conflict between countries. I mean, I think we will see soon in the waters around the world piracy again. State-controlled piracy. We see it from the Americas right now. Americans, the United States, they have state piracy, and other countries may, like Russia and China, may. China is already doing it, but they're praying. Not praying. What do you call it? They're pushing. They're ramming other ships, fishing ships, with their vessels. Not military vessels, but Coast Guard vessels, armed Coast Guard vessels. So we have seen it already before in some sort of activity like that. And in Venezuela, what happens there? Well, Colombia, Colombia is worried it will happen there too. What happened in Venezuela? But I think Greenland comes before Colombia. But Colombia is also, as I said, it was about the Panama Canal, not about Colombia as a country or as a. Well, it is about drugs, illicit drugs coming from Colombia into America. But it's also about the Panama Canal, maybe more so. And it may also be a way to stop, to plug the narrow peninsula, not peninsula, but the narrow stretch of land between South America and North America, to close that border gates, so that no immigrants from South America can come into America or from other places in the world. Uh, Well, that's what I think it is about. And the European countries, among them France, most important France, they are the most important European country right now, without um, comparison. They're working on a plan, but I don't think that plan is going to be very decisive. It's not going to be military means like starting a war against America. Even though America starts the war first, if they invade Greenland, they start a war against Greenland and Denmark. And the United States and Denmark will have a Greenland meeting, as they call it, I guess. Uh, the United States Trump administration is actively, I don't know if they do it or if they're just postponing something and playing it the actors as they wish. They're discussing a purchase of Greenland with their staff. But at the same time, they say that there's always a possibility for the United States to use military force to take over Greenland, and it's not acceptable. I will. I would send submarines against the United States and sink aircraft carriers and such. I'm drinking a Guinness. Uh, mm. Trump says that it's not enough with the military bases on Greenland because it's not about military bases or Russia or China in the waters around Greenland. It's about rare earth metals and or minerals and oil resources. If there are any, we don't know, but maybe Trump does. Who knows? Maybe expect there to be because there are in Alaska, and he's a fucking idiot. Uh, so the United States has left 66 international organizations, about half of them within the UN. Okay, who is going to move in and take over the influence? China, Russia, but mostly China. Um, so it's a stupid move of the United States President Donald Trump. Uh, and the Venezuelan authorities will release a large amount of many prisoners, political prisoners, I guess, and that's given in to Donald Trump. They don't really have a choice. I mean, Nicolas Maduro, what did he do when Trump threatened Venezuela? What did he do? What could he do? What he could do was make a salsa dance. This I will spite you, Trump, with a salsa dance. It's so silly. I can't even imagine how he can be president of a country. But anyway, he did that, and it's for Donald Trump's benefit that Venezuela now restarts diplomatic relationships with the United States. And some experts said that Venezuela's minerals could be the motive behind the United States attack. I don't think so. I in a previous video I can explain why it wasn't the minerals. He doesn't think that far ahead. He doesn't want to invest in Venezuela. He wants to coerce Venezuela out of oil, and he can't do that with minerals in that way. In that sense, he will need to invest in Venezuela, and he won't do that much anyway. Very little, if anything. And now it looks like it won't be any second attack against Venezuela because of Delcy Rodriguez giving in to Donald Trump. He practically lets him rape her and the country of Venezuela. Uh, and Beijing is worried after the Venezuelan attack, the attack on Venezuela. China bought almost all the oil that Venezuela produced and exported. Uh, and they probably had some investments in Venezuela, like I don't know what kind of investments, but anyway, they had that, I guess. But the John McNamara arrived in the country of Venezuela on this Friday, the 9th of January 2026. And they maybe they're going to open the American embassy again. So Trump expects to win back the people of the United States, and because of his swift victory, I guess it's a victory, but he's an idiot anyway. It's in the long term, it's a loss, it's a defeat. But the EU countries are going to make a deal with South America. It's a business deal, a trade deal, and I think it's going to be good because it's in spite of America's backyard interest Monroe doctrine and everything. Even though it hurts European farmers, but I think it's a good idea to. We have to compensate in some way, but that's another question. And in Iran, they are not. They don't have any internet now, and it's not because of the United States. They haven't shut down the internet. They want the internet to be up so that the demonstrators can communicate with each other and the outer world because they want to know what's happening in Iran, in the United States. I don't think they're going to go in or bomb Iran at this stage when the demonstrations or protests are going on very rampant. But the regime in Iran is weakened, I guess. And they sent a the Russians sent a medium distance robot, a missile, medium distance missile against Western Ukraine. Like I guess it was an Iskander. No, it wasn't. It was something else. I don't remember what it was, but Oreshnik it was an Oreshnik missile. It's a, I guess it must be if it's a well. I'm not sure it's a ballistic missile. I don't think so, because it's Iskander that's the medium distance missile they use, ballistic missile. So it's some sort of other kind of medium distance robot missile in English, robot in Swedish. So and that's um, and that's about it for this time. It's got been a long episode, but thank you and Roger and out.